Condolences to the Din family for the loss of Kyaw. The sister of Kyaw Din called the RCMP to help her get her brother to the hospital. He'd previously been attacked and was afraid to go because the last trip he'd been hurt by another patient, I believe. Instead of waiting for other family members to come and assist the police, they didn't use their sister as an interpreter. Her and Kyaw were the only people present who could speak Burmese, and Kyaw could not speak English. He was schizophrenic and had not been taking his meds, which I'm told can cause great confusion and misunderstanding at times. If it were me, I'd start looking for an escape route as soon as possible if I saw a police officer coming towards me with a taser and I couldn't communicate with them. Regardless of what the RCMP tell us what happened, Kyaw will never return to his family or home again. His family will miss him forever. So now begins a long drawn-out cluster of coffee and donuts while they attend meetings and negotiations and innuendo and gather and talk about what happened, but none of us are ever going to find out what happened. What could have possibly gone on between them and that one person that would cause his death, his murder. There is no one else who can speak for Kyaw. He's forever beyond questioning now, but I believe it's more likely his words are the ones that we need to hear. But the outcome, I feel, should speak for itself, but I can't. So my response to this situation is, how fucked up is this? Drug addicts, mentally ill, unstable people, people on bikes, people with criminal records, non-white Canadians or immigrants are not treated as they should be like everyone else. What passed between the police and Kyaw, that they felt he needed to die for it. No matter how badly you desire fair, unbiased treatment by police, it's not likely to happen. By virtue of human thinking, the police enter into their own careers with many of their own taught or developed prejudice and biases already in place. Even the cleanest thinking person comes jaded up by the job, and fair play and just treatment go out the window if you fall under a cop's undesirable list. Forget about achieving fair play yourself. Even if you're in the right, even if you're the one that called the police, you can't expect to be treated properly. Minority groups are persecuted by police for their own amusement. When they begin their careers, it's with the best intention, but it's not long before they become jaded in the worst way. They defeat their own purpose by becoming sarcastic, derisive, and what used to touch their hearts is now something that tickles their funny bone, and they become a parody of their original selves. The truth is prevalent, especially in Maple Ridge. Many of our minority groups are well acquainted with the lack of respect and failure to seriously try to resolve these situations. People seeking help that maybe only law enforcement can give don't get that help because the police don't want to help them. They're considered beneath police assistance and not worthy of it. When it happened, this was so similar to a gangland-style execution of a quiet man that had no violent events in his history. This should never have happened. Everyone is a part of society, whether the police see it that way or not. Certainly Kyaw has the sympathy and empathy of those minority groups mentioned earlier. They can certainly relate to Kyaw's frustration and fearfulness as well, since it could have been any one of us. So I would like to extend our condolences again to the Din family. Thank you very much.